I'm not a morning person.
Dedicated to being passionate about it.
Bodybuilders have become more lazy.
People have always thought I lift fake weights. Iran and the United States.
You take responsibility for that. What advice would you give to a guy who wants to take bodybuilding seriously and succeed in the men's open division right now in the current state of bodybuilding?
Well, most of all, it's like, can you follow a diet? Can you eat like if you want to be a pro, can you eat like a pro, like at least 5 or 6 days a week? Can you? All year? Can you do that? If you can't be disciplined and you can't train and do the diet and the cardio when you're not motivated, you're like, don't do it. Another thing also is that all the pros, most of them have great genetics. So if you start training and you don't gain a lot of muscle quickly, and then if you do your show and then you don't do good, you do horrible at your first show, you maybe don't have the best genetics to be a pro bodybuilder. But there's a lot of pros who started like that and became good pros with just pure hard work and dedication. So don't take my word for it. But for example, if you take Phil Heath, he plays basketball, starts weight training, he does a show, wins overall. And then Jay says, hey, you could be future Miss Olympia. Mm-hmm. Takes a few years and he's Mr. O. So that's the best scenario.
He's
like
a phenom, though. Most guys are not going to be like him. He's a phenom, I would consider him,
Yeah, but for example, me, when I started training, I was 15 years old. I went from being 154 to 185 pretty quickly, within 2 months. Sometimes I think in my head it's 30 days, because I think I remember that, but it might be a little bit more than that. But I wouldn't gain 30 pounds. It wasn't fat. I just responded really quickly. And then I did my first show and I looked good. And then I won the junior nationals twice. Once at 18 years old and then another time at 20 years old. And then I did the open, but I wasn't good. I was soft. Then I tried again and I was 22, I think, 2009, yeah, 21, 22. And then I got fourth place in the heavyweights. And I was ripped, but I wasn't big at all. And then I did the Arnold Amateurs at 23. I got second to the overall winner. And then I said, I was like, shit, one place away from getting a pro card. And then I won my pro card the following year. Mm-hmm. So if you have good genetics, it shouldn't be hard to go up the ranks. If you're disciplined over that, you can get pretty far. Mm-hmm. You can't even follow a diet and train properly, like don't even bother. But if you have good genetics and you respond well, and then things are happening, maybe it is your path. But also if it's not working well for you, it's slower. As long as it's consistent, that's what's good. The most thing about bodybuilding is like, can you be consistent even when you're not motivated? Because motivation doesn't last. You think so? I always want to go do my cardio in the evening. Like when he gives me cardio in the evening, I'm like, because at the end, like I said, at the end of my days, I'm so tired. I could drag myself to the gym and do it, even if I don't want to do it. Discipline is what lasts. Motivation comes and goes. You watch a Generation Iron movie, you're all motivated, you go to the gym, but how many times can you do that? How many movies you have, right? So it's like at some point, just do the thing you got to do no matter what. It's on the plan, just do it.